What if I told you the most significant opportunities in your life will show up before you feel ready? And what if I also told you that most people miss these moments because they hesitate, waiting for a feeling that may never come? Meet Lisa. Lisa has always dreamed of becoming a writer. She had ideas, stories, and a passion for words that burned brightly inside of her. But every time she thought about writing a new book, she would talk herself out of it. I need to take another class. I don't know anything about the market. I need to study the market more. I don't feel super confident that anyone will read it, so I'll start when I'm more confident. Years went by and Lisa kept waiting. She read books on writing, she attended conferences about writing, and yet she told herself she wasn't quite there yet. Then one day, while scrolling through social media, Lisa saw it. A former colleague, someone who had less experience than her, someone who was not even as talented as her, someone who had fewer resources than her, had published a book and made it on to the bestsellers list. How did someone who was less experienced, who was less talented, who had fewer resources, make it to the bestsellers list before Lisa? The difference was that they started without waiting to feel ready, while Lisa, on the other hand, had been stuck on not yet. Lisa wasn't lacking talent. She wasn't lacking knowledge. She was waiting to feel ready. And just like Lisa, that is the lie that holds so many of us back. But I submit the idea to you that readiness is a myth. You don't feel ready, then start. You start, and then you become ready. Today, we're going to break down why waiting is holding you back, why action creates confidence, and how you can finally break free from the chains of hesitation. Let's start by taking a hard look at why we believe we're not ready. Our brains crave comfort, predictability, and safety. We have a natural instinct to protect ourselves from failure, so our minds convince us that the more we prepare, the less risk we'll face. It's a lie. It's a form of self-preservation that keeps us stuck. And here's what happens when you buy into this. First of all, you have the analysis paralysis. We overthink every step, weigh every single decision, and ultimately talk ourselves out of even trying. You also encounter fear disguised as preparation. We say things like, I need more research, when the truth is, we're just afraid of failing. We tell ourselves, I need a perfect plan, when the truth is, we're really just scared of making mistakes. And the third thing that happens is a degree of confidence confusion. And it's very interesting because through our lives, we've been taught that confidence is something we have to earn first. But what many have failed to notice is that confidence is simply a byproduct of action. Take a moment and think of a baby learning to walk. Do they sit around and wait until they are 100% confident that they won't fall before they try to walk? No! These babies wobbling all over the place. They take that wobbly step, they fall, then they get back up and try again. And I'm gonna stop right there to encourage you to not let life steal the confidence of that inner child. It's time for you to walk. And yes, you might wobble. Yes, you might fall. But what is most important is, will you get back up and try again? Because without it, there will be no further confidence. Because confidence comes from doing. It doesn't come from sitting in your comfort zone. Think of something that you've been putting off because you don't feel ready. And ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What evidence do I have that I'm not ready? And what small action can I take in spite of the evidence that would be a step forward to enhancing my confidence and accomplishing my goal? Go before you're ready. It sounds catchy, but there is a reason that taking action before you feel ready actually works. It's called the Competence-Confidence Loop. Here's how it works. You don't feel ready. You take action anyway. You gain experience. You build confidence from that experience. It's not about starting with confidence. It's about starting and allowing confidence to catch up. Consider these examples. First up, Sarah Blakely from Spanx. Sarah didn't have a background in fashion or business. She just started. She took action before she felt ready, and today her brand is a global success. Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian of all time. He wasn't even a strong swimmer when he first started, but through consistent action and training, he built the edge that made him the best. One more, Tony Robbins. Tony is one of the world's most well-known public speakers. But did you know that before he started, Tony Robbins was terrified of public speaking? If he had waited for confidence, he would have never started. But he started speaking anyway, and now he fills stadiums across the world. What about in your life? Can you think of anyone who took action before they were actually ready? As the saying goes, success leaves clues. So study their journey and let it remind you that it's better to start messy than to wait in fear. So how do you start moving before you feel ready? Let's break it down into actionable steps so that we can begin to shift your mindset. Number one, reframe readiness as an excuse. Every time you catch yourself saying, "I'm not ready," realize that what you're really saying is, "I'm choosing to delay my success journey." The simple shift in perspective is powerful. And when you begin to shift your perspective, you will no longer just wait for the magical moment. You'll create it instead of actively choosing inaction. Number two, lower the bar for action. Most people fail because they aim too high too soon. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, set a possible first step. You want to start running? Don't commit to a 5K today. Just put your shoes on and start by being active outside by walking. And if you take action long enough, I promise you that momentum will follow. Number three, use the 5-second rule. This came from Mel Robbins, but Mel compares action to a rocket taking off. And the whole point is for you to create a system that forces you to take action before your brain can talk you out of it. So the way this works is count down from 5 and take action at 1. The example is not hitting the snooze button when you wake up. So the alarm goes off, you would go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You would hop right out of bed before your mind starts to remember how comfortable it is. Number 4, seek discomfort intentionally. Growth doesn't happen in comfort zones, and confidence grows when you're placed in situations that are uncomfortable. Whether it's speaking up in a meeting or sharing your work, or maybe even just asking for feedback, make discomfort your ally. Number 5, embrace the messy start. The chance is that your first draft of anything will be horrible. Anyone who's been consistent long enough can always look back to their first draft or the first time they did something and go, "Yo, that was horrible." Your first business attempt will probably be clumsy, but here's the thing. You can't improve what you never begin. And what we need to remember is that there is often a cost associated with waiting for readiness. The first cost is you end up with regret over your inaction. People rarely regret taking a chance. They normally regret waiting. And in 10 years, will you look back and be proud that you took action or regret the fact that you never did? Another cost is that you miss opportunities. Remember the story of Lisa. While you're waiting, someone less qualified, less experienced, and less prepared is taking action and getting results. One of my biggest lessons that I've learned in the last year is that principles are no respecter of persons. The principle will work for whoever follows the principle. It is God's automation. So those that follow the principle will get the result. I'm so much better than them. Oh yeah, but you got a problem with taking action, and so they're winning and you're losing. Which is scarier to you? The possibility of failure or the possibility of 10 years passing and you staying exactly where you are. Stagnation is failure, because in life, you were created to create. You were created to grow. You were created to be the person that does the things that gets results. And if you're not moving, you're falling behind. Take a moment and consider, what is one opportunity you missed because you waited? Now make a decision that you will not miss the next one. This myth of readiness, it has stolen enough time from you. No more waiting. No more I need to feel ready. No more I just need more time. From this day forward, make a decision to become a person of action. Think of something you've been waiting to start and drop it in the comments below. Then commit to taking imperfect action on it today. Stop lying to yourself. You don't need more time. You don't need more confidence. You just need to start. And yes, it might be ugly. Yes, it will be imperfect. Yes, it will not be as polished as you had hoped. But when you take action, that's when everything changes. If you enjoyed this video, don't just sit there, do something. Hit the subscribe button, and always remember that growth is a journey, it's not a destination. I'm in it with you, and I'll see you on the next one.